threat landscape today, every small business, if you have any data anywhere, you need some kind of EDR, MDR solution. And it's hard to find something that's cost effective that's not going to be to the detriment of profits for that company to implement. Process Insights saved a client of ours from going out of business, literally. Our AV solution found some attempts at Trojan installers early in the morning, was able to stop, quarantine those files before we can get access to the computers later that afternoon to validate the cleanup of that. We found out later that Trojan was not the big hit, but it was actually some credentials stolen from the local machines that were domain credentials that allowed the threat actor to start scanning and asking for more information across the network. We saw a couple of alerts of some applications being installed that we wouldn't normally see. At the same time, Process Insights gave us the early warning. It's not just the early warning, but it's also the affirmation of what we're seeing is what is really going on. It really gave us that insight on these network scans of traffic. There's some scripts being run and some information being passed from node to node that normal AV is not picking up. And then the biggest role it played really is in that host isolation. It picked up the bad traffic and started automatic isolating hosts that were touched by the anomalous processes. Our account rep called us pretty quick, alerting us to the same thing. Hey, there's weird traffic going on. Are you doing a pen test of some sort or some network scan going on? Because this isn't normal. We got things siloed, started looking at some data, and the threat ops team was communicating on a regular basis like, hey, are we good to start shutting stuff down? Yep, shut anything down you need to. There is some good communication back and forth the days following as we're bringing stuff back up. And we got a snippet from them of what they believe, how the threat traversed across the network and what they were looking at. So that helped us identify post-incident what was compromised and gives us a pretty good idea of what the status of this environment was before we brought it back up, and that we could bring it up pretty safely. About 30 hours later, we had probably 60% of the client services back up and running again. All the indicators are it was some kind of encryption or ransomware attempt going on. The bad guys try to do something. We caught them before they can detonate. In the realm of security incidents, this is a pretty big win for us, but more so for the client.